My name is Dana with Positive Health and Fitness, and today is day number 1 of my beginner strength training series. Strength training is so important for everybody. I recommend all my clients to start it. As we age, it's going to help you prevent bone loss, so hopefully that you will not get osteoporosis. It's going to help rev up that metabolism. It's going to help give you that nice toned look and just helps with overall health. So this series is going to consist of 10 days that we're going to be rotating between legs, upper body, chest and triceps, back and biceps. The format won't be exactly the same every day, but today we're going to do 45 seconds of work with 20 seconds of rest. We have 8 leg moves that we're going to be doing 2 sets of each move. Now, if you were doing more of an advanced series, I would usually do a little bit more sets. The work time would be longer, but we're going to start nice and easy today. I'm going to be talking through this workout, which is something I normally don't do, but I want to make sure that I'm trying to explain the correct form. With strength training, form is very important so you don't have any injuries. Equipment-wise, I'm going to be using 10-pound weights today, but if you're very beginner, just do either 3 or 5-pound weights. It is leg day today, so generally you can lift just a little bit heavier than you would if you'd be doing an arm day, at least for most women. And then you're also going to want a mat. I'm going to be using a band for some work. That is optional. And then you're going to want either a chair or a bar to help hang on to. So we also want to make sure that you are warming up your body for at least 5 minutes before we begin. That is also to help prevent injury. And then also today, I'm actually representing a new athletic line that Signature Look Boutique is going to be releasing, and they're super cute. So I love this little scallop detail on the leggings. They are squat proof. I squatted, they're staying up, they're nice and comfy. This is also a little tank that is from there. It has the bra attached to it. Super cute with the leggings. They're very comfortable, and again, as someone who does fitness all the time, I really am loving these leggings. So the link is going to be in the description. Check them out and let me know what you think. But if you're ready to go, let's begin lifting. Okay, let's get started. We're going to be starting with the goblet squat. So you're going to need just one weight for this move. You're going to hold it in front of you and you're squatting down. Okay, your timer is on, 45 seconds of work. This can be a nice slow movement. You want to think more of time under tension than going super fast. As a beginner, when you're also doing this squat, make sure you think about putting that butt towards the back. Keep your weight in your heels, and your knees should not be going over your toes like this. You want to think reverse, so that butt is going back, squat up and down. Good. Okay, you're going to have a 20-second rest. We're going to do that goblet squat. One more set. Ready? Here we go. Also, when doing goblet squats, generally your knees are going to be pointing same direction as your toes. That's safest on your knees, so I want your toes forward, your knees going forward as well. You don't want to be going out like this, and you also don't want your knees caving in. You want to use those muscles to keep those legs pulled apart while you're squatting. Now the depth of your squat just depends on fitness level, your flexibility, your knee joints. Now I know a lot of people have bad knees. However, it is good to at least do some squats, even if you're not going quite as deep. You've got to think that as you age, you have to use those muscles. You have to be able to stand out of a chair. Those are the muscles you're going to be using. So while you do have bad knees, you don't have to go as deep, but I want you to still try to be doing those squats, work those muscles. Now we're going to be going to a right curtsy lunge. Both weights, stepping to the right, and then tapping back. We're going to stay on the right side this first 45 seconds, switch to the left. Kind of like, you know, you have a dress, curtsying. Whoops. Again, I'm using 10-pound weights today, but very beginner. You start 3 to 5, work your way up. Okay, 20-second rest. We're gonna go to the left side. So these workouts being about 20 minutes long, it's great for a beginner to start. Strength training, you'll generally do more like a 30 to 40 minutes once you get used to it. Right, let's do this left side, curtsy. You also want to keep your shoulders rolled back for this one. When you're curtsying down, you don't want to be bending over at the shoulders like that. Put too much pressure on your back that way. Keep those shoulders up, chest open wide. Okay, the next one is going to be an alternating forward lunge. You're going to also use both weights. You're just going to be stepping forward, pushing off that foot, and switching legs. All right, here we go. Again, go to a depth that feels good to you. If you're only going to this point, pushing back off, you're still using those muscles. You're still building that strength, which is what we're working on today.
I've got sunshine, I've got you now. My body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. I know love now, and you're stuck in my mind.
Good. First set of that is done. We're now going to do one more set of those. Now if you're using a weight, starting to feel too much, bump down a weight, or you can even do these body weights. If you're getting too much weight, just keep your hands on your hips here. Just step forward. Still toning. You can strength train body weight as well, especially for beginner. Now as you advance, I'm going to be encouraging you to bump up in weight. That's how you get to build that muscle. If you aren't doing any kind of progressive overload, you're not putting that bone under, like, I don't want to say strain, but like to build that muscle, you have to keep lifting heavier. Okay, almost there. Okay, next you're going to need a chair or a bar. I'm going to use the bar today. This is basically just for balance. So the less you hold onto it, the better. We're going to have a right leg hinge. I'm going to have you stand on your right leg, hold on to the chair, the bar. Weight is in your left. You're hinging forward as far as you can reach, and then standing back. Good, you should feel that nice stretch in your hamstrings, your glute muscles. Again, if you've never done this move before, you're probably not going down very far, but just keep repeating it and keep increasing your mobility. Good. 20-second rest. We're going to do the other side. Again, on this one, you can drop the weight if it's getting too much. Just do body weight. go. Good. And you're always going to have one side that feels a little more wobbly than the other side when you're doing single leg movements. That's completely normal. Single leg exercises are super important, especially as we age. They're going to help strengthen your muscles in your lower legs, help you prevent falls as you get older. Okay, you're done with your chair or your bar. You can move that to the side. Next, we're going to be doing a sumo squat. So a sumo squat, you're going to be kind of in a plie position. Your toes are facing out towards the wall this time. Preference on the weight is individual. Some like to hold it up here. I prefer sumo squats to hold it down in the middle. I feel like it gets a little bit more on my inner thighs, which is what we're working on here. Good, and again, on the sumo squat, just like the goblet, make sure your knees are following in the same direction as your toes are pointing. And you're also going to be keeping those shoulders up. You don't want to be rounding down like this when you're doing those sumo squats. Keep those shoulders rolled back, chest open. Good. 20-second break. We're going to do our second set of these. Hopefully your legs are feeling warmed up by now. If they're not, that means you could go up higher in weight. Here we go. Good. Nice slow movements here. That time under tension is going to be working those legs. Sometimes if you see people, they're just up and down super fast. They're really not getting that good burn through those muscles. Having to hold yourself up.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song.
Those are good, say, if you're doing a cardio day, but today we're strength training. So we're wanting to put that muscle under tension.
Feels so right, then I'm wrong. Hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think.
Good.
I always
All right, now we are actually dropping the weight. We're going to use the band here. You're going to put it so it's just above your knees. About right here, almost an inch above your knees. We are just doing body weight squats for this one. Good. So now if you don't have a band, you can just do this body weight. However, if you're having a band, what you want to think about is you're pushing out against that band. You don't want to have your knees be coming in, which is kind of what happens when you're usually using a band. That's where the work is. You're really pushing out, using those muscles, building strength. Resistance bands are a great thing to use, especially as beginners. Slow, simple movements still can very much build muscle. All right, 20-second break. We're going to do the second round. Let's go. Good. Hand, taking to the side here. My butt is going back. My knees are not going over my toes. Good. How are you guys feeling? I hope that you're feeling that your legs are working. You can feel those muscles. take the band off for now, and we're gonna go down into a glute bridge. Now I'm going to use a weight to weight my hips. However, that is optional. But you're gonna lay down on the floor. You want your heels pretty close to your butt. If you're using a weight, right on your hips. You're just gonna push up into that bridge for a couple seconds, and then lower back down, barely tap, and push up. Again, think about pushing through those heels, which is gonna activate those glutes more. Right, 20-second break. All right, we're ready for the second set. Here we go. Now, glute bridges are a great option. Say if you do have bad knees or sensitive knees, this really can help build those muscles without doing squats, so not as much pressure on your knees. So you're gonna have the band just above the knee again. We're gonna be stepping to the side and back. I want you to stay down in that squat position as much as you can. Now you already worked your legs a lot here, so you should be feeling that burn in them. Now after this move, I do have 2 minutes of cardio, no impact, just to kind of get your heart rate up a little bit after this. I always think it actually feels good after doing resistance training to do something that's just body weight. Okay, 20-second rest. We're gonna do it all over again. All right, here we go. This is your last set. Hopefully you felt today was at a good pace for beginner level. Again, if you are starting a workout program, a lot of women get very frustrated. They try to do one that's way too hard for the level of fitness that they're at, and they end up quitting. Number one reason why you're gonna quit, you're trying to do something that's way too hard. You gotta start at a good level, and you work your way up. Whew, I feel my glutes, I hope you do. All right, 20-second rest. We're going to do stepping butt kicks. How that looks is you're gonna step to the side. You're just kicking your leg back, and you're also gonna add in those arm movements. All right, here we go. We're gonna try to do this one for 1 full minute, and then we're going to step into some static punches. Again, I always think just a few minutes of cardio, getting that heart rate thumbs up. This is low impact, so anyone can do this. Now, if you wanted to, you could hop with it a little bit more, but not necessary. Right, we're getting ready to move into the static punches here. So you're gonna get into that squat position, arms up. You're just punching back and forth. Now you can always add in a very low weight here if you want. But I'm just trying to get my heart rate up a little bit, so I'm going body weight. You also have just that slight rotation in the shoulders, which is also going to be working those oblique muscles. Come on, you guys can do it. We only got 15 seconds left. Let's go. All right, great job. We're gonna do a little bit of a cool down. So if you go, stretch towards your ankle or as far as you can go. Feel that stretch. Switch sides. I know after a workout, you're busy. A lot of times you want to skip the cool down. I really suggest not doing that. It's when your muscles are all warmed up, they're going to stretch a little bit better than they did at the beginning. So this is where you kind of really can increase your mobility. Kind of roll up slowly here. Do some slow neck circles. Good. Let's stretch your quad, the front of your leg. If you need to, you can hold on to something for balance. Stretch that back. Other side. I hope you guys enjoyed the workout today. Would join me for day 2. Good. Now we're going to stretch that low back just a little bit. You did do some of those squats. So you're going to kind of bend over. You're going to arch and flex your back here. So arch and flex. Good. Then I want you to go down onto the floor. We're going to do a child's pose. So you're going to push your fingertips forward, reach back. This is like my ultimate favorite stretch. Now bring one leg forward, one leg back. Really feel that stretch through all those muscles that you worked really hard today. Now if you want, you can bend forward and feel even more stretch. If not, keep yourself up. Switch your leg. I'm proud of you for starting something new. Strength training, again, as I mentioned, is absolute best thing that I recommend to all of my clients to start. It's going to give you so many benefits for your overall health. Good. Awesome job today. I'll see you back for day 2.